Hello, it's me again. This week I had a brainwave. Well, first I had two thoughts. I really enjoyed making that Copenhagen video a couple of weeks ago and it seems to have gone down well. I live in London, which is a big city with loads of things to see and do. Then one day, these two thoughts met each other and made a baby brainwave. Greenwich, Greenwich, Greenwich. Very handily for me, Greenwich is but a hop, skip and a jump away from where I live. Unfortunately, hopping, skipping and jumping got tiring rather quickly. And it wasn't great for filming, so I decided just to walk instead. Past a phone box library, an adorably named street, and a block of flats with the same name as my place of work. Upon arriving, the first port of call was the Cutty Sark, which I'd never been to before, despite the fact that I've visited Greenwich many times since I moved near it. And my sister went to university for 3 years there. It's pretty darn photogenic. I don't know anything about photography. I mean, look how orange I am now. I didn't even bother to correct the white balance, but I still managed to take some nice shots. You start down in the cargo hold where they used to pack thousands of boxes of tea and then later on wool, but let's face it, tea is the exciting thing here. And then you work your way up through the decks until you get to the main deck where there's a nice view of the general Greenwichy area. Next was the Observatory at the top of the park via the market, because the people of Greenwich don't half love a market. Anyway, the observatory, which is at the top of the hill, obviously, to observe. The view is well worth the walk up there. Greenwich on a sunny day from the top of the park is beautiful. Unfortunately, everyone else thought so too. The observatory itself was very busy. I mean, of course it was. It's a tourist trap. It's essentially where time begins. Outside was the best sundial I've ever seen. I probably haven't seen that many sundials in my life, but I thought this one was cool. It was two dolphins whose tails almost touched, and they cast a shadow, and where their gap was between the tails showed you what time it was. Why am I telling you? I took video footage. Here it is. And then inside there were loads of cool instruments and telescopes and watches and things that were used to observe time and the night sky. But the best thing I learned about was the Greenwich Time Lady. Throughout the 19th century, pocket watches were really unreliable, and so basically everybody's watch told a different time. The Greenwich Time Lady, a woman called Ruth Belville, used to go up to the observatory every day, set her watch to the same time, and then basically go around the town correcting people's clocks and watches for them. That was her business. She basically sold time to people who wanted to pay for it. Back down at the bottom of the park was the National Maritime Museum. I'll admit I didn't spend much time there because A, it's free and so I didn't feel like I had to get my money's worth, and B, I've been there quite a lot. I was also getting quite tired and needed an ice cream. Yes, needed. I did then go and get an ice cream. I did not, however, film it. So video footage and stills are, I think, quite lacking. Rum and raisin, if you're wondering. Hi again, my name is Rebecca and I post a new video every Wednesday. I really like the idea of a mini adventure series, so I'm going to try and do more of these in future, and I'll get better at them. I will. Bear with me. If you've got suggestions for places that I should go and visit, please do tell me. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back next week. In the meantime, please remember to work hard, laugh harder, and always accept a hug.